Hello and welcome to another episode of Glory of Golden State Gaming. I'm your host Swamp Swimmer, and with us, as always, is the Siegfried to my Roy, Vespasian.
I like that one. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the channel, everyone. It's been a little while. We have done a little hiatus, a few life things got in the way for a month. It seems like it's been a month since we posted, or maybe over a month. So I apologize to our adoring fans, but we're back. If you
Exciting.
noticed, yeah, you probably noticed I have upped the YouTube game. Hopefully, my video is a little clearer, and we have a nice new setup on the video channel. Let me know if you like it or if it's horrible.
I have done nothing, but he's done a great job.
Well, before we get into the battle report, Aaron, I have a question for you. Are you into tabletop role playing games? For instance, the biggest of them all is Dungeons and Dragons.
You know, D&D was kind of like my intro to, the sort of, fantasy gaming genre. I started playing it in like seventh grade with all the cool kids. And it didn't stick. It didn't last too long. I switched over to Warhammer and kind of didn't look back. But I mean, I've always had a soft spot for it. I love the storytelling aspect of it. I think is really cool. I just think that like 12-year-olds are not great DMs, and so it didn't didn't really stick for me back then. How about you?
Well, I do enjoy a game of Dungeons and Dragons, and I wanted to be the first one to hear it, but I'm announcing here on this channel, I am starting a new segment to Glory of Golden State Gaming YouTube channel. We are going to be doing some tabletop role playing in the with the game system of Dungeons and Dragons Fifth Edition, but in the world of the Ninth Age. Woo!
Cool idea. Love
So
it.
the first posting will be sometime this week. We'll be recording probably tomorrow night, but we'll see if we can get. I've been talking with the lore team and the background team and the artwork team about using Ninth Age artwork in the YouTube channel. So I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be really cool.
It's funny you should mention that. I was just on a forum thread with the staff talking about the status of the background and the lore for the Ninth Age world. And one guy brought up that he was going to start doing some vignettes about each of the armies and their lore on his YouTube channel. And I just think that like there's a there's a lack of content out there that's kind of accessible, right,
Mhm.
to people in different formats. So yeah, I think it's a great idea. Very cool. Good immersive way to do it too.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've been doing my lore research, and Ninth Age has chosen to do a widespread. There's little bits and pieces kind of everywhere, but there's no central location. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to create a learning place for the lore of Ninth Age, but we're going to have some good times, and hopefully we'll introduce some people to Ninth Age. Ninth Age.
Cool. Very awesome.
So today we don't have a single battle report, but we are just going to be talking about the elimination round of the Fading Flame League. We both participated, Aaron and I, and we had some two very different results in the elimination round. But since we're so far behind, we're going to go ahead and recap the whole elimination round tournament, and then moving forward, we'll do the season one, which has already started. We both played our first game, and we'll let everyone know how those go. So let's jump right into Aaron's results. So let's see here.
Okay. There I am, right in the middle. Yeah. Okay, so we did some of these battle reports actually.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw my first. Oh, right. So the league allows replacements, right? So my first round opponent dropped.
Okay.
And I think he was replaced by Philip Amini. So I didn't get the game against Philip, but that 15 there is the first one you saw against Beast Herds.
Mm-hmm.
And then you saw the game against KOE over there, Flam with the 18. over on the left, and so we did do a battle report for that. So,
Mhm.
and then maybe I can just kind of do a quick minute or two. Massimo, a great guy, kind of getting back into the game, used warriors. Had a couple lucky rounds of shooting, and I think he was still getting his wings, back under him on this, and so it was a good game, but ended up a 16 to me. And then played Frar. He played a very kind of rush at you dwarf list without a lot of shooting, and I shot a lot of slayers and,
So it's
and
mainly you
not a
sitting
lot
back,
made it.
yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad for the guy. I think it was a little bit of a lopsided game from a dice perspective too, in my favor. So, and then I had my one loss against Wojciech, I think is the way to pronounce it. I probably butchered it, but he played really, really well, and this Frost Phoenix. It was a Highborn mirror match, and this
Mhm.
Frost Phoenix just survived so much punishment, and he got healed so many times, and it just ended up breaking me. But I also made some mistakes, and he played well, so good game to him. And then I wrapped up with my first game on Warhol, the Warhol
Nice.
platform, against Beltar Ward over there on the right hand side,
Mhm.
and the dice decided that I needed to win that game in a big way, because it just was like I just couldn't roll bad. And so we and he was a super nice guy. We had a great conversation. Also a Highborn Elf player, so we chatted a bit afterwards. But we ended up with a big win there and picked up another 20, and that put me. I needed to get 6 or 8 points for my last game to secure the win for the
Yeah.
group, and then with the big win, it was done. So yeah, I ended up in League One. Pretty excited with that
Congratulations.
outcome.
League and
Thanks.
even and the leagues are even separated in two halves. There's League 1A and League 1B. And it's randomized between the top half and bottom half. And you even got the top half of the top league.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh. So you, congratulations! I think you had a great first round, elimination round. Are you feeling
Yeah.
are you sweating a little bit with your opponent's going to be in the top league?
Yeah, so my opponents are I get to play. I think I rattled this off at one point. I get to play 3 members of Team Poland (ETC), a member of UK ETC, and former UK Master. I get to play ETC members from, I think, the Czech Republic and one other Eastern European country, and then one of the Polish ETC coaches. So it's a pretty soft field. I should do well.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh
Yeah,
boy!
yeah.
Um,
Furia and Abrasis. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Great caliber opponents, and should be a great time. So yeah.
I'm so pleased for you. Then also, that is the scariest field for a tournament I bet I can possibly imagine.
Yeah, yeah. Brutal.
So let's jump on over to my tournament, which I was group. What was it? 14, 15, something like that. Yeah. Here we go. I'm at the bottom. The reports we did, I believe we did the 13 I got against Ben Mitchell, which is the first one. That was a really good game. I got a little lucky, but it was fun. And then as you can see, we got a 1, we got a 0, we got another 1, and another 1. And there's a 10 in there, but that was because, well, we couldn't schedule the time, so we just agreed, we shook on a 10-10.
Okay.
Some highlights. We also did the Abraxas video. We talked about me playing Abraxas. I made some dumb mistakes. The brightness of Brass's star blinded me in light, and I made some dumb decisions. But it was still a really fun game. Playing Abraxas just makes you a better player. You just have to start thinking about things in a really different way. T-Roar, I played. He was playing dwarves, and I remember it was just a tough list. He had that big block of Hold Guardians, and I tried to put Wild Horns into them, thinking I can get them through with magic, and it just didn't happen. The Hold Guardians just walked over my Wild Horns. Let's see here. Then I played Ryan Stottle from over at his YouTube channel, and I'm blanking on the name right now.
Green Dragon Gaming.
Thank you, Green Dragon Gaming.
Great channel, by the way.
Yes.
Check it out.
And we had a really good game. And he got me with single models. What was he playing?
ONG or Dread Elves?
I honestly don't remember. All I remember is monsters stomped all over me, and I couldn't break through his monsters. But he was a great opponent. I can't complain. And then Hebus, I don't even remember the game. I'm not gonna lie, the elimination round was not a good time for Swamp Swimmer. There were some tough moments. I'm going through a learning curve with the Beast Herds. But I feel like I've really narrowed it down on a list that I chose to start out season 1 with, which we'll get to later. But the elimination round was definitely a learning for me. I ended up with a total of 26 points, which was lowest in the group. 1 win, but 26 points. And I ended up in Group 7, which is the lowest group. And I even ended up in 7B, which is the lowest of the lowest group. So, as I said at the top of this video, Aaron and I had 2 different experiences in the elimination tournament. I still had a great time. I'm very excited that Abraxas is running this. I feel like I'm playing the majority of the players are European players, it's a little difficult with time zones here in the United States, especially here on the West Coast. But I'm playing a bunch of people I've never even met, and I couldn't be happier.
Awesome. In your defense, this was one of the tougher groups, I think. You've got Abraxas, obviously.
Yeah.
Tror is a ETC player. I'm blanking if it's Germany, Ukraine, Russia. I can't remember exactly, but ETC player. Not familiar with Pavel. Ben Mitchell, very solid player in the US.
He's a good player.
Playing in a lot of the online tournaments. Ryan Stottle, US tournament winner. So you've got high caliber opponents. So don't beat yourself up too much about it. I think it's a good field. It's a good field.
I think it feels really good for you to do well in the elimination round, but then there's a little bit of pressure on your shoulders to do well in the top league, or at least have a good showing. I'm down at the bottom, and I'm loving it. We're just gonna have a good time, play some games, no stress. Probably no one watching us in UB or Warhol, so it's all good. I'm happy.
Enjoy. Hopefully we'll get to put together some good battle reports. One of the things I love about this league is that you get a couple weeks for each round.
Yeah.
So it takes longer, but you have more flexibility. Like my first opponent in this next round, we just couldn't figure it out for the first weekend. No issue. We had the second weekend as a backup, right? So it's much more kind of life friendly, I would say. So yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's all we got for this video. Big thanks to Abraxas for running this thing, and good luck to you, sir, in the top of the tippy top league.
And good luck to you, sir.
All right. Please like and subscribe, and everyone have a good evening.
Bye.